Here's where you're gonna learn what it takes to be a real mafioso.
Hey everyone, not a Diamond League player here, and I'm gonna be honest, I was on a real tear earlier this season. My Blitz and Pyke were looking clean as hell, and I could flex just about any pole support in the game. However, due to a series of unfortunate games in a row, I find myself still locked up in the virtual jail cell that is Plat rank. So, as I'm unable to give you a guide for how to quickly and easily get a Diamond, here's instead a foolproof way to climb from any rank to Platinum as Pyke. From any rank. I realize that the item rework is on the horizon, so this will probably be your last and only chance to utilize this video before it becomes irrelevant. For a rune page, just look one up. This is the one I've been running for most of Season 10, though to be honest I've done very little research regarding runes. If you want to play with League's unofficial hard mode, take these runes instead. For a build, you're obviously going to start with steel shoulder guards and pots. Then, you want to look up serrated dirk and buy every meta item that upgrades into. I like to aim for umbral glaive first, as the vision control can help in a pinch. Then you should look to upgrade your boots, tabbies or tenacity for tankiness, or mobies if you want to roam a lot. Then either Yomu's or Duskblade. Remember to spam buy control wards and get a sweepers as soon as possible. At this point, you should have 5 items in a control ward slot. If the game gets late enough that you actually have to buy a 6th item, you're probably sweating bullets. This slot is a toss-up. Go a bit of extra tankiness if you feel like your team is on the squishy side. Get a GA if you're dying way too much. Get more lethality if you're compensating for something, etc. Level 1, you can look to invade with your team using your Q, or you can sit in aggressive spots such as Tribush or Lane Bush. In lane, I like to do a typical leash of 2 melee minions in the second wave followed up with a lane shove, so that my jump to level 2 potentially catches the enemy laners off guard. After you hit level 2, you can start looking for hooks. If their support is squishy, just fire in the hole and go in on whatever you skewer. If their support is tanky, you probably should have picked Zyra or Lulu instead, but whatever. Just focus on hurting their ADC and protecting yours. Use blind spots to heal from trades constantly, but conversely try to stay within XP range. A missed opportunity I say a lot of support's losing out on is simply autoing as much as possible in lane. Once an encounter has started and the enemy laners are looking to deal some damage, just start stabbing the ADC or support. A lot of the time, you'll be overlooked by the enemy laners in favor of damaging your team's ADC, and the health toll will add up quickly. Just remember to peel for your ADC at some point or else they'll start sending you death threats. Once you hit level 6, start looking for kills, preferably in bot lane, but honestly mid lane works as well. Once a health bar goes red, you go in. If you think they're the type to flash out of Pyke ult, either try to preemptively bait out the flash with your Q, or just force it out anyways with your ult. Even if they do flash, so long as the kill is secured, you're good. However, the gold bonus from your execute is obviously your main appeal. Mid to late game, you'll want to roam out of combat with your W and gank any remaining lanes, starting by either prepping Q out of vision or just going ham immediately by dashing in and then charging a hook. In a pre-team fight scenario, your hooks make a big difference as to who lives and who dies, including yourself. Perhaps my biggest vice when playing Pyke is going for every hook that I can, which will oftentimes lead to my reckless death. However, this lethality goes both ways, so if you can nab a squishy, that's probably it for them. Pyke's hook obviously isn't the all-or-nothing claw machine as Blitzcrank's is, but it's still very effective at isolating a vulnerable target. Once a fight is broken out, look for those red health bars. A mistake I'll sometimes make is to just stand on the sidelines waiting for a health bar to go red. Don't do this. Be proactive. Peel for your ADC, or just try to apply some damage somewhere. Again, it'll add up. However, once health bars do go red, it's time to ult. Try to bait out any unused flashes, then go for the kill. Do this enough times, and the game should be won. Your Q always does the same damage, regardless of whether or not you charge it, but tapping Q doesn't provide the same amount of CC as a pull. So, if you're close to an enemy and can afford it, you should charge your Q for just a second in order to get the benefit of a pull with the same amount of damage. Think of it as revving up a Pantheon spear. You only need to charge the minimum duration required. That being said, if you're about to die, just tap Q as it's faster. Besides the out-of-combat movement speed, you can use your W aggressively in combat to heal, which forces enemy champions to have to stay within your field of view to maintain pressure on you. The stun from your E gets destroyed by projectile blockers, such as Yasuo Wall or, more importantly, Samira W. Your ultimate doesn't reset if executing a target that has a revive passive, such as Zac or Zillion's ultimate, and flat out doesn't work against spell shields, such as Banshees, so focus on killing more vulnerable targets. That's all I've got. A good game with Pyke honestly feels like a game-breaking exploit, but honestly so do many other champions as of right now. Remember not to send too many messages or argue with your teammates, and under the condition that you do somehow make it to Challenger with this champion, you'll want to get tattoos on your body where Pyke has them. Then order a 14-inch long fishing skewer made of skeleton bone, shave your head bald, and swim 20 hours a day, leaving the remaining 4 hours to play League of Legends. Then, when you're ready for your final inauguration, invite someone over to your house.
Use your Q ability to hook them into your pool and